Boy, am I not looking forward to that.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
So, we gotta fight 3 more of these fuckers. Yay. Unrelented Blaze. What is this? Incarceration Wave. Bastard Flaming... Oh. Oh, you already know your boy. Your boy needs this. Secret key. Let's see. Eh?
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta check Discord again. Easy law, you just whip it out and show them who's big. Oh my god. Remember that locked door in Calaglia? Huh? Locked door in Calaglia? That's the key. What locked door are you talking about? I don't remember a locked door. I don't remember a locked door anywhere in Calaglia. So it's not a Tales game. This screams.
Hey, is that it over there?
Yeah, my guy. Ooh, we get grape gels now? Hell, hold on. That means new weapons. Oh, never mind. I guess Atonement Edge is the last weapon you can get from the shops, I guess. Nothing here either. I guess it's just, he added grape gels to the menu. Can I teleport from here? Oh, you've got to be fucking with me. Okay, yep. Yep. I can smell a boss fight from a mile away. Wait, what? God, it's been a minute since I actually saved. Holy shit. Anyways, I can smell a boss fight when I see it. Also, how the fuck? You know what? Never mind. They already said that monster was blocking the way.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present.
Let me guess. We're not gonna go to Lenegis until we take care of the other 3 pillars of light, right? Because there's no fucking way that they're gonna be like...
I really am from a different time and place.
I mean, hey, Aang was from a hundred years
Yeah,
ago.
but you've got us now, Alphen.
I think he's... hold on. Let me not say anything about Rinwell. Ah.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
And Shionne hasn't said shit. Let me guess, the internals are fucked and we gotta get some stuff to replace it, huh?
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Translation. Lenegis is the final dungeon. Make sure to grab all your shit before you go. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure you do all the stuff you want to do before you go there, because once you get to Lenegis, you can't leave.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Okay, that's weird. There's still that icon here. Oh, I guess just to symbolize that the ship is here.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shionne and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shionne and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shionne can finally get rid of her thorns. Shionne?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shionne? Where'd Shionne go? How could... Shionne. Shionne! It's your thorns? But why? You okay?
No.
Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
Nigga, I just take the bullet and whoop her ass.
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Bro, I may as well just lock this bitch up on a, like, fucking, I forgot what they call him in prison.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shionne. But tell me how... How is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason You needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan.
This is getting a little too Tales of Symphonia-ish for me. Like, not gonna lie, this is just me. But this plot so far has felt eerily similar to Symphonia. It's just replace angels with the Sovereign and the Maidens. And instead of, turning into an angel, you're just essentially God's right-hand side bitch.
But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shionne, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alvin?
I really wish I took this hat off. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm trying to take this scene as seriously as possible, but like the fact that like her, you know.
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
I really wish I took the hat off.
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys.
Side note, Alphen's voice actor is really good in English, so good job on you, my guy.
For one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Like, it's been really good this
Shionne
entire
is the
time.
descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once.
Bro, this scene's finna get copyrighted. I don't care. Bandai's gonna copyright this playthrough any fucking ways. So go ahead. So Ray Chase actually pulls it off. I mean, the entire voice cast in this game has actually been pretty fucking good, except for Madria. I'm no offense to the VA, but I don't know who the hell told her to sound like she's got the driest laugh on the planet. But yeah, those were some of the driest laughs I've heard. But Alphen, despite his playstyle not being my favorite, he's got one of the better voices in Tales, I feel like. Well, next to, you know, Luke's VA and Luger and Jude. Yeah, I said it. I'm not a big fucking fan of Rokuro, damn it.
And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Before I do that, alright, there we go. And sorry about that. Let's talk to everybody else. Also, I'm taking off the goddamn. Okay, I gotta take out the costumes because that last. Aw, damn it! The party disbanded, so I can't do that. Thank you, Sarah.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shionne's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shionne wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shionne doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shionne what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams. But a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Did you know?
You mean about Shionne?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't...
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle.
Shh. I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shionne. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to Dohalim.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shionne is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something
Nah,
that could
Grace is
usher
still
outright
way
doom
more
to the
fairy
world.
tales in this game.
That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shionne doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shionne in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Hey, Rennie. Well.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard? How could I?
Fair enough.
Shionne's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shionne's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts.
Rinwell.
Alright, last one is Kisar. I'm gonna say Kisar. Shionne. And of course, she's the only one who gets a goddamn cutscene.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that?
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me, because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
You know, I just thought about it. If Bandai really wanted to, they could remake Tales of Historia in the Arise engine, still make it a gacha game, but make it in the Arise engine, and boom, money.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
So what you're saying is, you don't want the world to end with you. She really out here trying to be like the world. I will not let the world end with me. Head ass. I don't know, Ramen. I don't give damn about half of the Historia crew. What I'm saying is, like, gameplay wise, if they really want Historia to actually be, really good, just make like all the cutscenes in like the Arise style or something like that. Something, I don't know. Because for a while, that game looked ugly as sin to me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Just fuck already, you two, alright?
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
Oh yeah, no, Misela is kind of ass.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Alright, so... yeah, so I have a weird feeling that if I go on that ship, we're not gonna come back for a minute. I know you can like go on the ship and come back, but I want to do a thing real quick because basically people in chat are kind of sort of helping me out at this point. Where the fuck? So it's the east side, which means I gotta go to the gate. Yeah. So, because there's apparently a thing over here, but I feel like we had to go to Lenegis, then we got to take care of the other 3 pillars, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Rangers in space. Hold on, there's a bird here. How the fuck? How did I miss this?
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Like, how the fuck did I miss that one? Feels weird with this place not being, you know, filled with, you know, fire. Oh. Yeah, I went to the wrong area. Because there's the Lord's Chambers. Then the roof. And then there's nothing there, so... Now there's a person that needs healing, so... Yeah, so we gotta go over there, heal that motherfucker, and then... Yeah, so there's somebody on the second floor who needs healing. And the only reason I know it's healing is because we didn't introduce the other mechanic. Oh, never mind. It's the wall of fire! Wow, okay.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
I'm over here saying, oh, you know, we're gonna be completely fine, you know, and that shit. But your boy was like,
I think Hoodle senses an
oh
owl
my god,
around
another
here.
fucking hour, are you kidding me? Hoodle, I swear to god, if you don't sniff this some bitch out already. Poodle, I hate you sometimes.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
So we need to go to the east side.
What's on the other side of this door, anyway?
Why ask me when you can just open it and find out?
Into the grotto. What is this? Some kind of bath? A treasury? It looks like something Balsaf had built.
But this
What are
is...
these?
Right.
I think these are sausages. Actually, they're wieners.
Kisara,
Kisara, can you make something with these things? Sure, I could do that late. Now! Alright. God damn, woman.
oh,
Someone was living well. I can't believe Balsev was hoarding something so delicious. So how despicable. Kaguya-sama's favorite dishes. Oh my god. Another reason these things have got to change. Anyways, we should open this place up to everyone.
Wow!
I don't know that I've seen her this fired up. It's not a bad thing, is it? Even if it's only because of food. Wiener recipe. Grow the fuck up, boss. Oh my god.
Nice one, Elfin.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer Bologna.
Alright, what are in these chests? Mega elixir. Witch dress.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its
Royalty.
appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Wait, this wasn't the hot spring thing? Yeah, they don't increase your stuff that high. See, yeah, that's the thing. So how do you unlock the hot springs? How the fuck do you actually unlocking the hot spring? Alright, I have that video blocker thing. There she goes, another one of her books. Hey. Hey, Rinwell.
Whoa!
Hey, what's got you all worked up, bird? I didn't do nothing wrong.
Huh?
What is it, Law? You need something? I just wanted to make sure that you were still paying attention since you had your nose buried in that dusty old book. That dusty old book is a valuable artifact, and one I think is written right after the Great Conquest. For real? What's it say? Anything neat?
Well,
I don't know if I would call it neat, but I definitely found something interesting. It says something about a phantom flower of Nivira?
Huh?
Nivira. As in the Nivira Snow Plains by Slodian? The one with the lake?
yeah.
Yeah, the one and only. The book claims that there's a long time ago there used to be a beautiful flower along the banks that could only be seen at night. Well, if that's true, then how come I've never heard of this flower until now? We both know how dark it is, how dark it used to be until Alpha and Shionne came along. Maybe nobody went out of their way to look for it. Plus, that period of darkness in Saslodia wasn't a natural nighttime either.
I guess...
That's a good point. You want to go investigate and see if it's true?
Huh?
Really? You'd help me look for it? But we don't have that kind of time to spare right now, do we? You want to find it, don't you?
Got it.
Then let me ask the group if we can search for it next time we're in the area. Sound good?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Law. I found the flower of Nivira. Now I'm getting goosebumps thinking about seeing one. Yeah, me too. Phantom and the... Oh my god. Look for the Phantom Flower. Okay, so... Why do I feel like there's a fight that's gonna happen here, though?
Hey, Alphen, you mind if we take a bit of a detour?
It's fine by me, but what for?
Rinwell says there's a phantom flower that grows around here. We want to look for it. It won't take long, promise.
A flower, huh? All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start leveling everybody up.
Poodle, shake off that water.
Actually, before we do this, though,
Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
what level are you, my boy? 50. Oh. So, Rinwell time then.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry, I'll have this wrapped up in a flash. I can do this all day.
The flashing part's their weak point. Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to
Can't
stop.
get out of this! I've let you all down.
Forgive me.
Man, damn.
I've still got
This is
some
my
fight left in me.
I'll bring you back from death to
Breath of life. Heal my wearied companion.
Cure. What would I do without you? There. Let the marksman handle this. A chain between magic and where are you going?
Eat dirt!
Come on, in here. Now I'm there with the others. Meteor storm.
Armor won't save now!
A chain between heaven and earth. Oh, ready to go. A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing bandit.
Denied!
In here, ready.
Swallow dead!
Raging
Storm! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
A chain between heaven and earth. Feel. Freeze Lancer.
Eagle Ray!
Freeze Lancer. Oh, violent starting with magic is there. Clear one. Oh, I've let it go. Blaze of Spear. Here's the Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Illuminate the dark!
Eat this!
Sleep now!
Away!
Cyan Burden! I can do this all day! More corruption!
Raging Luna Storm!
By the power of war! A chain between heaven and earth!
Take this!
This one's mine! Banshee of lightning!
Talon Storm!
Gravitas field! Seal! More where that came from! Purge malevolence! Water! Hear my call! Seal!
Dragon Shot!
Sleep now! Alright! It's showtime! Oh, violent darting wind! Carve now through all! Seal!
Dragon Shot!
A chain between heaven and earth!
I can carve through
A wailing
Raging Luna Storm!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Leave the chargers to me!
Divine! Too much to handle!
Yeah, give me Impact Ring, and then Law can use... Honestly, he can use this.
Down on the ground! Begin!
The flame will roar! Seal! Burning strike! Fire! Hear my call! Spread! Hear me! Let the marksman handle this
Take
chain
this!
between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Leave the chargers to me!
Far enough! Rending your heart!
Outstanding form! Lightning! The flames will roar!
Do it! Jisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Lightning! The flames
What did I
will
tell
roar!
you? Don't get in our way!
Sleep now!
Down on the
Fire! You get this! Divine!
flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack!
Oh,
Far enough!
That's quite, sleep now!
Pile driver!
In here!
Ready and rare!
Freeze Lancer!
Not today!
Couldn't make it in time. The fluidity of her movement is simply incredible.
From beyond!
A chain between heaven and earth!
I can carve through
A wailing banshee! Can't lose! Purge malevolence!
Far enough!
Mega field! Lightning! Sleep now! Into the shadows! Spread! Mega! Let the marksman! Blah blah blah! Divine save! I can do this too!
Flame inside!
Where are you going?
To be let free!
Flame of fury! Burning strike! Water! Purge malevolence! Spread! Glacial spear! Sleep now!
Death blossom!
Freeze Lancer! The waters of magic is there!
Leave the chargers to me!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! The flames!
oh my god, fucking die, dude.
Clear for us a path!
Seal! Hear my call!
Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Purge malevolence! Magic is there!
It's on! Burn!
A chain between heaven and earth! By the power of God! Divine savior!
Some punishment?
handle it! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Bring you back.
Purge malevolence! Magic is am! Freeze Lancer! One! Hold on to your art! Here I come! I never miss!
Rotating pile!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
It's on! I'll grind you into dust!
Freeze Lancer!
Alright, I gotta switch your arts. Divine Saber is fine, but for this fight, no. Cyclone, Thunderblade.
Hear me! Flame of lightning to death! And here! Hear my call!
I've let you all down.
Seal! Divine savior! Freeze Lancer! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
You need air magic. It has faster casting. Yeah.
A whirling
But first off, I'm gonna do this real quick. Sit your ass down somewhere, little boy.
I'll bring you back from depths of cyclone.
And I'm gonna pop a pineapple jelly.
Just what the
Fuck,
doctor
fuck,
ordered.
fuck.
A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, now it ignores that shit.
Winds of heaven.
I shall provide assistance.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
I won't give up.
You picked the wrong fight.
Lightning condemned. In here.
I'm just getting started.
Holy land.
From beyond, imbue this
Oh, violent starting wind. Carve now.
Smash you!
Purge malevolence.
I'll finish you here and now.
Freeze Lancer.
Soaring breath.
Freeze Lancer.
Denied.
Purge malevolence.
This one's all
Hear
mine.
my call. Freeze Lancer. Hear the flame of this one's mine. Burning. Purge malevolence. Magic is evil. Freeze Lancer. Freeze Lancer. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Purge malevolence. Arcane waterfall. Freeze Lancer. Reload.
Penumbra.
Lunar Tornado.
In a bind.
By the power of water.
This is some punishment.
Not in your dreams.
Watch this.
Damn it. Out of ammo. Lightning.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Feel.
Roll down.
Shooting
Raging
star.
Lunar Storm.
From death's abyss. Lightning condemned.
Nothing gets by me.
Water. Where are you going? Sleep now.
Scream, bathed in blood.
Graviton field. You get the gist. Mega ray. Shooting annihilation. By the power. Sleep now. Finish without a no getting up, please. In here. Let's get you up.
Yeah, I think it's just better to do arts mutations than it is
Sleep now.
anything else.
Lancer.
I can carve through armor.
Hear me. Denied. Can't be happening.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
They're not playing around.
Talon Storm.
Yeah, this might be an L for me.
Here goes. Sleep now. Feel. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold off on that fight.